A pleasant day to all. This is Kokila, Assistant Professor, Department of English in AVS College of Arts and Sciences. So today in this session we are going to talk about data collection. Okay. So this is a paper of research methodology. Here we are going to talk about data collection, that is material. Okay. So what are the process we are going to take for our research? Like that we are going to discuss about. Okay. So here data collection. So we know the word data. It is nothing but it is a collection of materials. Okay. So while we guys are doing a research means we need materials, that is known as an data. Okay. So while we guys are doing a research means we have to collect all the data related to our topic, our subject. So that's why we'll have a fine conclusion on our research. Okay. So like that we are going to talk here. Okay. So here data collection is a process to find out the answers for the research papers. Okay. Research for the what purpose we are doing research is to may have a keen knowledge, in-depth knowledge about a particular paper or else a particular subject. Okay. So for that reason we are doing research. Okay. So here data is considered as a process of finding out the solutions of a paper. So and here we guys are having two types of data, that is primary data and as well as secondary data. Okay. So here primary data is first hand material, that is a work or a poem written by the author, that is known as an original text, and material. So that is known as a primary material. If another session, that is secondary material is nothing but we related to the primary source is known as a secondary sources. Okay. So while we are taking secondary sources means we have to think of three things, that is reliability of data, sustainability of data and adequacy of data. Okay. So these are the three things which is important while we are collecting a secondary sources related to our research paper. So in that there will be considered as in two approaches in data collection. Okay. So they are experiments and survey. With the help of these two data approaches, we will have more and fine knowledge about our research paper. Okay. So for, first one is experiment. Okay. So with the help of deep investigation, with the help of case study, we will have so much informations, ideas about our paper. So that is known as an experimental. And another one is survey. With the help of others, we may seek the help of common peoples and other writers like that. So with the help of those people, we will have such a kind of ideas about our research paper. So this is known as in two approaches in data collection. So in detail, we guys are going to describe about what are the differences between survey report and experimental report. Okay. So the first one is conductive case of descriptive research studies. Okay. So if we take for example survey study means it is considered as a descriptive manner. It should be in a descriptive manner. Okay. So because it is ideas and information given by the people. While we are going for experiment means it is known as an with the help of laboratory we can do such a kind of experimental researches. Okay. So this is the first one, and the next one usually in the case of social and behavioral science. Okay. So while we are taking a survey report means it is probably for social and behavioral sciences. If on the other hand, while we take an experiment means it is in the case of natural and physical sciences. Okay. And the third point, an example of field research. Okay. So here survey report is considered as an example of field research. Okay. So in-depth analysis maybe we can observe. Okay. And another point, example of laboratory research. Okay. So while we are doing experiment, such a kind of experiment means we have to use laboratory equipment. So that's why it is known as an experimental and laboratory research. Okay. So and the final one, in survey report we may collect the data through sample surveys and census. Okay. So on the other hand, while we are taking experimental data means we will collect the several reading experiment with the help of laboratories. So these are some points which describe what are the differences between survey report and experimental report. So of course, while we are doing a research means we have either primary source, with the help of primary source we will have a secondary sources itself. Okay. So while we are choosing such a kind of primary source means we have to analyze these five things. Here the first one is case study, and second one is observational method, third one is interview method, and fourth session is questionnaire method, and final we have to schedule ourselves, that is known as a scheduler method. Okay. So let me have one by one in detailed manner. So if it is first method, that is case study method, from the title itself we know that we have to make an investigation more and more, so that we will have a fine and in-depth knowledge of such a kind of subject, that is our research paper. Okay, so that's why it is known as a case study method. Okay, so and it is the most important and first thing while we are doing research, while we are collecting a data. Then interview method. Okay, so while as we know that interviews in two types. Okay, so one is telephonic conversation and another one is personal conversation. Okay, so face to face, that is face to face. While we guys are having interview, that is one-to-one meeting, means it will give more importance and more data. It will be helpful for our research. Okay, in another thing, if it is the first type, that is face-to-face interview is not applicable, means we may go for second one, that is telephonic conversation. With the help of telephonic conversation, we will have such a kind of ideas and information regarding our research paper. Okay, so it is known as a research interview. Okay, so and then observation method. Okay, observation, usually we guys are having the meaning of observation. We have to listen thoroughly. That is known as an observation. Okay, so with the help of common people and ideas, information about the authors and writers, like that, we have to observe all the things related to our paper, and then we have to proceed our research paper. So that's why it is known as an observation method. So, and the fourth one is questionnaire method. So, with the help of questions, while we guys are doing a research, means we have to ask so many questions related to our research paper, so that we will have a fine conclusion and fine idea about our research paper. Okay, so that's why here we are applying this method of questionnaires. Okay, so we have to give a questions to the other peoples. With the help of that questions, we will have such a kind of information regarding our research paper. So that's why we are using such a kind of questionnaire methods. So and the final thing is we come to known as a scheduled method. Okay, so if for example we are taking a research paper, I am doing some kind of research, means I have to schedule myself. Okay, so when I am going to complete my work, how long it will take time. Okay, like that we have to schedule ourselves. So that is known as a scheduled method. So and criteria for selection of data collection method. Okay, so on the whole, finally, okay, so while we are doing a research, means we have to observe these things. Okay, so what is the nature, scope and objective of research, like that we have to analyze and observe. Okay, and then budget time, it is a more important thing. While I am applicable for this kind of budget, like that and it will be easy for me, like that I have to analyze myself and then have to go for such a kind of research topic. So these are such a kind of informations regarding our research paper. Thank you. It will make useful for your research. Thank you.